Going on, everybody? Just want to do a little owner overview, initial impressions, I guess you could call it, of my new 2026 Nissan Frontier Pro-4X. She got about 2,000 miles on her. Had her for about 2 months. And man, has it been a great 2 months owning this truck. She's a little clean right now, but she is not a pavement princess. I got this truck because, well, there's a lot of reasons, but my main one, which I'm sure a lot of you had the same thought, is this thing is simple. No turbos, no hybrids, no 4-cylinder, and a freaking truck. It don't make no sense. And the truck's just super simple. Out of all the mid-sized trucks on the market today, and just trucks in general, this is the most simple slash old school truck you can get. Of course, it comes with some creature comforts, some a couple modern touches here and there, which I didn't think I'd really care much for, but now that I have them, it's actually pretty nice. I actually enjoy it. So I guess we'll start off with, man, this thing drives amazing. Amazing on road and off. We live in Arkansas, and we've taken it up to northern Arkansas, up in the Ouachita National Forest and the Ozark National Forest. Did some pretty decent wheeling on the stock tires, which it does not have anymore. And this truck, wow, it's impressive, y'all. It blows my mind the stuff we went on those trails and went through, and how good it drove off-road, and to get back on road and drive like a Cadillac. Like, this thing is smooth, man. It's so smooth. The interior is quiet. No creaks, no rattles. Like, this, you can tell when you get in these trucks, and if you go test drive one, or if you have one yourself, you can tell this thing's built really well. It's really solid. Now, it ain't perfect, nothing is, but man, it's a nice truck. Okay, speaking of, we did get some new tires on it. Some Mickey Thompson Baja Boss ATs. We went with the OEM size tire, but the thing is with these Mickey Thompsons, they run larger than your average tire. These are true 32-inch tires. Now, the Hankooks were nice, but they were, I think they measured out to about 31.4 or 31.6 inches. And the tread depth on the Hankooks were 10.5 30-seconds in tread depth. These Mickey Thompsons are 16 30-seconds in tread depth. So the tread depth difference is massive. Now, like I said, the Hankooks were, I actually like those tires. They worked really good. That's what we went wheeling in, and they did really good. The only reason I got a new set of tires, I wanted a beefier looking tire. I wanted more tread depth, because where we plan on taking this thing, we're gonna need it. Yeah, these tires are really nice. Nice thick side biters on the sidewalls. We build these out at Cooper Tire. They're really good. Yeah, we'll do a little overview though. So something that if you're looking at these trucks that you'll notice, the bumpers fan out. So you get a lot more approach angle off-roading. Skid plates. Aluminum onto the front there. Skid plates under the oil pan, under the transfer case, and under the gas tank. The front one's aluminum, the rest are steel. Now don't get me wrong, these probably ain't the beefiest, best skid plates known to mankind, but when you compare it to what some of the other competition has, especially in this price range, you don't get that. Also, this truck has a Dana 44 rear axle. Really, really tough, good quality axle. Of course, you got your Bilsteins in the back. Bilsteins up front. One thing I don't like about this, by the way, and which I have a kit already. I don't know if you can see it over here, but that diff breather, it's like right there. You can see that little silver cap up there. That is the lowest point for any of the breathers on the truck. The transmission, the transfer case are both vented up behind the bell housing, so they're pretty high up. And the front differential breather hose is actually vented up next to the air box in the engine bay. Headlights are really bright. Got the fog lamps. Did get it ceramic tinted. This one has the actual bed liner. Utilitrack, a plug over there. I believe that one, you can get 400 watts out of that. It's a soft-ish open tailgate. So it dampens it a little bit. That's pretty much it on the outside. I do want to get some some rock sliders on here. I'm kind of torn what I want to go with. There's a couple extra mods I want to do with this thing. Rock sliders is a definite. And maybe eventually a lift, but I'm not gonna go nothing too crazy. I want to keep the truck riding how it rides now as much as possible. So I think at most I'll probably do a 2-inch lift. But we're not doing it the cheap crappy way. We're doing it correctly. We're not doing no body mounts, no spacers, none of that stupid crap. We're gonna do the lift properly whenever we get to that point. Now as for the interior, actually before we hit the interior, listen to these doors shut. But the interior is very nice. Very nice. It's a really, really comfortable place to be. You got all your physical switches. I don't like that these, like the diff lock, that they're all the way down here, but you can pop these out and move them to some of these empty spaces over here. So it's not a huge deal. Screen's very nice. I believe it's a 12-inch, 12.3-inch, something like that. Really, really nice, especially for road trips. Uh, that with Android Auto, it's legit, man. It's really, really nice. It takes up the whole screen. I can maybe show you that here in a minute. The seats, these seats, wow. So when I first heard about these seats, Nissan calls them the zero gravity, and it sounded like a gimmick, honestly. It sounded like a gimmick. Apparently they partnered with NASA to get rid of pressure points, kind of how they use in their shuttles, apparently. But when me and my wife took our first road trip, about 4 hours away to go wheeling, whereas normally we'd be, wanting to get up, get out, go stretch. These seats are amazing. Dude, they're amazing. They're not a gimmick. They work some kind of magic with these because these seats are insanely comfortable. They're just, it's crazy. They're so nice. That fast charger charges very quick, very quick. Now, if you're doing wireless Android or Apple CarPlay, uh, it kind of has a tough time charging the phone wirelessly if you're connected to wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Uh, it's the only thing with it, but if it's not, man, it works really good. My truck has the stock basic speaker package. It's got two, one down there, two in the rear seat, and some speakers up at the top here. It sounds pretty good. It's not the best system I've ever had. My loaded Durango has probably one of the best factory audio systems I've heard in any vehicle. It's the one that comes in that one's an Alpine system. But this one's, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's definitely not bad. It's definitely not bad. Um these front cameras don't have the best resolution. I'm sure a lot of y'all have heard that. But they are useful. When we went out wheeling, there's a couple of spots when we would go up like a steep slippery, rocky hill. And when you get up to the top and start cresting it, you can't see where you're going. Well, in 4 low, and you can have this on basically any time up till a certain speed limit. This saved, dude, this saved my butt. I was able to see exactly where I needed to turn until we crested that hill. Then I could see over the hood like normal. It's got a couple different screens. Uh, it's got the 360, of course. You can see your passenger side tire, which is really nice. I kind of wish they had your driver's side on here too, but I'm assuming the thinking behind that is, you can look out the window to see your drive where your driver's side tire is, but ain't really possible for your passenger. Uh, but yeah, besides the resolution on this, which like I said, it's not terrible. It does the job. They're really nice. I really enjoy it. Now, one thing that everybody talks about, every single video you'll hear about it, is the steering on this truck. That it's hard to steer. Now, let me tell you something. I'm not the biggest dude. I do work my butt off. And I did notice it when I first got in and test drove the truck. But it's not bad. Whoever's saying that this thing's hard to steer, I you need to eat your Wheaties, man. Like, go do you some hard labor, because this truck is not hard to steer. Feels like it has a little resistance, but it's not bad. It's very easy to turn this wheel. I mean, it's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. That's not even a con for me. I actually really enjoy the steering. The adaptive cruise control too. Really, really nice. You can turn that on. And with this button, you can adjust how far or how close the truck will follow cars. I don't know if you can see this. And it does really nice. AC blows cold. Super cold. Definitely one of the best ACs I've had in a vehicle. Back seats are really comfortable too. Very comfortable. Big cup holders, both in the rear and the front. They're a little upright, I will say that. Now my truck came with this, I believe it's called the Adventure Kit. I'm not 100% sure what the package is called, but came with a bunch of cool stuff. We got a medical kit. It actually has a bunch of useful things in there. Gauze, alcohol pads, uh, band-aids, wraps. It's a pretty decent medical kit. It'll definitely do the job if you ever need it. This bag comes with all kinds of stuff. A lot of roadside stuff. There's a light, gloves, tarp. Comes with zip ties, bungee cords. Looks like some duct tape in there. All kind of different stuff. Stuff that can be useful. Also came with this seat organizer. I believe it's supposed to go up on the back of your seat like this. I haven't used it yet, but it's a pretty nice little addition. Besides that, this truck is amazing, dude. And I'm looking forward to many, many miles with this thing. So I think that's about it. I will be updating y'all with when we do some more mods to this truck, and maybe even most likely doing some wheeling videos with it too. So we'll show the progression of this thing and also show how capable it is. But I appreciate y'all stopping by, and like I said, we're gonna be doing some more videos on this in the near future. So y'all welcome to tag along if you want. If you got any questions, leave them down in the comments. And yeah, God bless y'all. Y'all take it easy.